Welcome back to the #1 direct marketing and sales training fundamental channel out there on YouTube. It's called Get Your Notebook. Little PSA, little reminder for everybody. Make sure it's a big notebook, right? You want big results. You can't have a little notebook and get big results, all right? So what we're going to learn today is called the rules of closing. Very exciting, right? We're getting into the actual sales, right? So rules of closing. #1, all right? Smile. Eye contact. Enthusiasm. All right? Smile, eye contact, enthusiasm, right? There's no magic bullet in sales. There's no like, here's the phrase, you're guaranteed to make 100K plus if you use this one phrase. That doesn't exist. Anybody who promises that's full of shit. But this is the secret sauce of all sales. Smile, eye contact, and enthusiasm, excitement, right? You're having a human interaction. And if you're excited, guess what? The customer is excited also. And vice versa. If you're not excited, the customer's not very excited either, right? Next part, confidence. Confidence is key, right? No one's going to buy from you if you are not confident. If you're unsure of your product, you're unsure of your service. No one wants to do it, right? Because they're not. If you're not sure, they're not going to be sure, right? First close we're going to learn is called the hard close. Right? It's not as Hollywood as it sounds. Just all this means. Hard closing means asking for the business. That's it. It just means directly asking for the business. I see a lot of new people, seeing some vets do this too. They do an awesome presentation, do an awesome everything, smile, eye contact, enthusiasm, everything's on point, right? They go through everything, they talk about all the value, they sell value. Then they just wait for the customer to say, sign me up. Never happens, right? Once in a million, maybe, but it doesn't happen, right? You want to build, you want to do a lot of sales, you can't wait for the customer to close themselves, right? You got to close them. So how do you do that? You just ask for the business, right? So a big one I see people get real hesitant on is asking for the social security number, asking for the credit, right? So I just say it's easy. You're preempting the customer about this is no big deal, right? It's super easy. We take your basic info and then run your social security number. To see if you qualify. All right. I left a little bit of room up here because I'm going to put this next rule in here, but this is very important. We got to stop talking. You got to stop. You got to wait. You got to let the customer's little hamster wheel go one direction or the other, why they can or why they can't. Sometimes there will be a very awkward 45-second. I've seen it go over a minute before. Very awkward pause, very awkward silence here, right? This is the only time silence should be used in a sale. Is when you ask for the business, when you close the deal, then it's zip it, right? So after closing, now this is how I was taught. This probably isn't going to fly in corporate America, so just say stop. STFU, all right? So as soon as you ask for the business, you got to stop talking. Soft close. All right. All it means is assume. Assume the sale. You're assumptive, right? Assume the sale. It means this statement, this close is it's a formality that we're signing up. But we just got to get some of this basic stuff out of the way. You've already You already want this, right? So that's what assuming the sale really means. So I like to give them like an either or. Do you prefer mornings or afternoon? Mornings or afternoons for install or whatever. Maybe you can be a little bit more specific. We can come over tonight at 7, or we can do this Saturday when you and your wife are both home at 3 p.m., right? Just a very assumptive, soft close right there. Then we have the fear of loss. All right. Key to fear of loss is I usually actually just tell my people to stay away from it, because it's so easy to just go straight dark side with fear of loss. You can just start lying to people so easily. And I've seen it. I've seen people close deals with it by just lying about stuff. You don't want to do that. I'm never going to teach that on this channel. If you do use fear of loss, make sure you're coming from a place of honesty, right? Stay honest, keep integrity. This is how you do that. Let's say you got an incentive. Let's say you got a deal and there is like a timeline. You didn't set the timeline. Corporate set the timeline, right? This deal ends August 22nd or something, right? You can tell the customer that. That's okay. That's a good fear of loss. That's an okay fear of loss because it's honest and you don't want them to miss out. So you're going to remind them, hey, you know, I'm always here or whatever. We're always going to be available. Here's my number and call me. But I do want you to know we do have this special deal that's going on right now. It is ending coming the mid-August here. That's the right way to use fear of loss, right? Indifference. That's my favorite close right here. It just means you don't care. You don't care if they sign up. People feel that energy, right? They feel, are you desperate for this sale? Because I'm going to tell you, if you're desperate, it's not going to happen. Don't care. If you're indifferent, it's the opposite of desperation. I got 100 people to talk to after you. You know, come around, come see me when you're ready, right? Greed, also known as the Jones effect. Hey, it's human nature. People don't want to miss out, right? Fear of missing out. I've heard it called that, FOMO, right? But a couple ways to use this is, hey, I don't want you being the last people in your neighborhood paying full price for this insert product or service, right? Hey, there's over 2,000 people are in our database in just your town that have already signed up for this insert product or service, right? So use the greed effect, right? Sense of urgency. All right. Excitement. You know, you can create real sense of urgency with real honest fear of loss. You can create sense of urgency with false fear of loss, right? But the way I create sense of urgency is through excitement, through body language, through enthusiasm, all right? So these are some of your basic closes. We're going to go back to a couple more rules of closing. Enthusiasm sells. Right? Positivity, people are attracted to that. It's contagious, right? So if you're enthusiastic, you know what that's doing? It's going to get to the next rule here. But when you're enthusiastic about something, you believe in it, right? Nobody be enthusiastic about something they don't believe in, right? So if you're enthusiastic, then people start getting enthusiastic with you, right? If you're not enthusiastic, vice versa, like we talked about up here, they're not either. You're monotone, they're checked out, right? You're not excited, they're checked out, right? And you're not going to sign somebody up if they're checked out, right? So selling or closing the deal is really the transference of a very specific energy. It's called certainty. All right, transference of certainty. So when you close the deal, you're getting that customer to believe that this is the right choice for them, because you're so sure of it yourself. They believe you, right? That's really what it comes down to. All right. Last thing, I do want to put this in there. I talked about it before, but don't overdo it. Keep it short and simple. Keep your closes short and simple. You don't want to kill them. Keep it short, stupid, simple. Don't kill it. All right? So keep it short and simple. Kill means keep it long and lengthy. We're running out of whiteboard here. All right. So kiss, don't kill. All right. And then we'll just put one last little bonus closing here. Bonus closing tip. Shut up. Stop talking after you've closed the deal. I have personally, when I was newer, just kept talking about this benefit, that benefit. After I've got them to sign up, they're giving me all their info and I'm just filling space with more selling, right? No, you want to keep talking while you're in that process of signing them up. You won't, but it has to be, we're talking baseball now. We're talking rapport building, okay? So don't talk your way out of the sale. After you close the deal, just stop selling the deal, all right? Now I'll just put this right in there because I forgot to do that, but you got to stop after you do these closes, okay? So stop talking, or, the not right way to say it. All right, thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Remember, success is just a bunch of small decisions put together.